Welcome back to my corner on the internet. Okay, so tonight my this vid by Impressive and it's called Doja Cat accused of stealing from Rolling Ray and Nene leaks. What another achievement stuff? I have many questions about that. But anyway. And Normani dumps manager and gets a new team. About fucking time. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what all this about. Accused of stealing from Rolling Ray Nene leaks. That's just wild to me. But yeah, it's the title line. And we're just gonna dive right in because I have many questions. So without further ado, let's get into this reaction.
The next topic, I want to talk about Normani. A lot of Normani's fans are happy because she parted ways with her manager, Brandon Silverstein. The announcement actually came from RollingStone.com, and it is announced that Normani did sign with new management. She signed with another manager named Brandon Creed, and he manages the pop artists Troye Sivan and Charlie XCX. And also she signed with Lydia Asrat. And Lydia manages Coco Jones, and she's also responsible for helping Doja's rise to superstardom. So she's actually a big deal in the industry, and I think it's great news that Normani finally got herself
about time.
A new team. And I can tell that she's very serious because she's working with two managers. One manager who specializes in promoting pop artists, and another manager who has success marketing R&B and hip-hop artists. I definitely think Normani getting a new team was a necessary step for her because for a long time she has been a bit complacent. She hasn't been really releasing any music, and obviously that's out of her control. She has to really rely on the label RCA to greenlight her projects, but she still also needed a good team behind her to at least get her face out there and book performances for her and things like that.
Yeah, if you don't have a good team behind you, you're not gonna make it. Innit? And this thing is pissing me off once fucking again. Okay.
But for some reason, her former manager, Brandon Silverstein, wasn't really helping her do that. He wasn't really helping elevate her career in any way. Dude. And she was kind of stagnant. And I'll never forget, there was a tweet that came from one
Hold on, let me quickly put this on Do Not Disturb, because I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. There we go.
Producers named Tommy Brown. And he made this tweet last year. He said, let's be honest, some managers kill careers. And it's so interesting, when he tweeted this, a bunch of people responded, and they were basically calling out Normani's manager, Brandon. So I wouldn't be surprised if this tweet was directed at Brandon. I don't know. It was a general tweet, but still, it was very interesting that he tweeted that. And now Normani has finally been set free from her manager. Listen, I'm happy for her. I'm glad she has a new team. I'm glad that she hired some capable people. And hopefully moving forward, things are a lot smoother for her. And I'm looking forward to her next single. Her next single is supposed to be Candy Paint. And it is an up-tempo, infectious song. And I think it's going to be a hit. So I'm excited for that. And I wish her all the best moving forward.
Maybe she'll be able to drop an album soon.
Because I've always said this. I believe Normani is a star. She has all the ingredients, but she just needs to find the right recipe. And I think adding new management might be helpful for her. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Doja Cat, because Doja is being called out for appropriating popular phrases from other social media personalities. Now, Rolling Ray, who has gone viral several times for some of his catchphrases, has been coming for Doja because he feels like Doja is basically a thief. Now, I don't know if you remember, but last year, Doja Cat was selling merch using a catchphrase that he popularized. Now, for those who don't know, the phrase "it's giving" was popularized by Rolling Ray. It's not even giving what y'all said it's supposed to give. After the phrase became popular, Doja Cat decided to hop on the trend and she trademarked the phrase and she started selling merch using the term "it's giving." It was supposed to give, but it did not give what needed to be gave to the highest of giving, if that makes any sense. Now, Roland Ray saw this for what it was and he called her out.
This bitch said, let me steal from this. Bro, did you trademark the thing? But like, what? This is what she stole?
And said, this beast said, let me steal from this
next is going to say you trademarked the word "per."
my saying a whole year ago. Lord, I'm tired of fighting. Now, recently, Doja Cat again stole another phrase, this time from Nene Leakes, and she used her phrase, "I said what I said," on her merch. When Roland Ray
Are you kidding me?
He called her out again and said she steals everything. First from the Queen of Brooklyn, may God rest her soul, she deserved better. Me, and now Nene. Stealing from the black community sells these days, and it's sad. Doja Cat knows what she's doing. Yes, she's talented, but obviously stealing is her best talent. And Roland Ray went on to reveal some messages that he got from Doja. When he first called her out for taking his phrase,
Wait,
"is
what?
giving," she actually hopped into his DMs and apologized and promised to collaborate with him. And Roland Ray was requesting to receive 5% of the sales, which is reasonable, right? But after Doja contacted him, she never followed up with a collaboration. So she basically ghosted him. And he said this.
If you're gonna promise like that, at least stick to the promise. Like, what is this? I can't. But bruh, if you're going to do something like that, at least give the people that you nicked from their props.
Tea gets deeper with Doja Cat. We even talked about me getting money and merch, but I never received that, which she says she'll discuss and ship out with her team.
She's guilty by omission.
Email, notification, DM, or any monetary gains. I moved and even gave her my new address and nothing. Part 2, more messages, and still nothing has been sent. I guess she wanted me to be
exposing her
while she steals. More content from other creators, and boom, still nothing. So Doja has been accused of taking from other content creators and monetizing it. She definitely is aware of what she's doing. And even though she's doing it legally, it's still kind of messed up. And it shouldn't be hard for her to come up with something of her own. I mean, this is somebody who's supposed to be creative and artsy,
but how are you gonna
she's taking phrases from other content creators, and that's just kind of lazy and unimaginative to me. I think she was wrong for playing Roland Ray the way she did, and I'll be honest, I just have been checked out when it comes to Doja. I'm just not feeling this era at all. She's had a lot of controversy surrounding this era. I mean, from her blocking people for exposing her allegedly racist and predatory boyfriend, Jay Cyrus, to cussing out her fans and basically telling them to kick rocks, and also to the weird and demonic imagery that she's now promoting, which I do not support at all. I'm not here for it, and I don't care what people say. She's not doing this to be rebellious or edgy. She's doing this because this is what she's into, okay? She has shown her true colors, and I've just been checked out. I haven't been interested in anything she's been doing this era, and her whole situation with Roland Ray and taking catchphrases is making me side-eye her even more. I know Doja is talented, and I know she makes good music, but she's just not for me. And I'm not saying that she should be canceled at all. I know some people wanted to cancel her after she cussed out her fans, but she's not going to be canceled. As long as people listen to her music and like it, she's just not going to be canceled. Doja is going to do what she does, and people are still going to support it. But I'm not necessarily going to support it. I mean, she's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, tell what y'all think about this video, then.
Such a messy year for Doja, isn't it? Right? She's out here burning bridges with fans, and now she's out here stealing catchphrases and breaking promises. Like, how are you gonna... I wonder what her team thinks about all of this more than anything. Like, bruh, Normani, you finally got new management. good for you. Hopefully you'll be able to come out with an album soon, which one of my friends is like a fan of her, by the way. Me, I don't really listen to her like that. I had Motivation when it came out and was playing, and Wild Side 2, of course, but I don't really check for her like that. She's hot as hell, yeah, but don't keep up with her. Yeah, hopefully she'll be able to come out with an album soon. Maybe it'll do well. I'm sure this team behind her, maybe it should do well. Maybe it'll do better than what In Pieces did. I've not heard that album at all. The closest thing I heard to that, the closest I got to listen to that album is watching these two guys reacting to it on YouTube. I forgot the channel's called, but it's twin brothers doing it. That's the closest I'm gonna get to listen to that album, honestly. And Doja, what is this? What is this? First insulting your fans and now this. On top of that scandal that you barely got out of with the online chat rooms and shit. This is madness to me. Anyways, I'm just writing to comments and seeing what people saying right now. Someone commented, Doja's PR team must be scrambling. She just keeps getting herself into trouble for no good reason. Yeah, she keeps on getting in mess right now. And I had to come out with an album soon. Will this album even be worth all of this trouble? I'm going to find out when it finally drops. Imagine that the album comes out and it's like rubbish. It'll be like you did all this for what? Nothing. And someone commented, new team, new energy. Really want No Money to win. I feel like she needs to be truly mentored by Missy Elliott. But whatever happens, her talent cannot go to waste. Hopefully it will not go to waste, because new team and the best of the best, surely it will not go to waste. Glad No Money lets her team go. Hopefully she can reach her potential in the industry. Yes, most definitely. Someone commented, Doja has shown people who she is. If you want to ignore it for a bit of music, that's on you. There's plenty of talent in the world. I mean, I like to paint the town red, but I'm not exactly going to start singing the whole song off the top of my lungs out and about now, am I? Imagine that. I walk past people in town handing out leaflets for their church, and then I start singing that. They'll probably grab me, drag me to the church and start forming an exorcism on me. Like, nah. Someone commented, not anti-black Doja stealing infamous black phrases. How are you gonna steal catchphrases like that though? The fact that Doja copyrighted I said what I said and is giving is ridiculous. This whole thing is just ridiculous more than anything. All of her antics lately have just been so ridiculous. I'm like, what is this? If the goal is to get people talking, then mission complete. But if it was to be praised, no. I think she wrote by the saying of all press is good press. It's like, yeah, no, that's not entirely the case. But regardless, I'm gonna head out. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if whenever I feel like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.